You ever get to this part in a drawing? Everything's good except for the hands. Well, that's what this video is about. He's just gonna be working while I do the tutorial. Hey, Dad. Hey! So, here's the thing. Oh, look at my hair. I always hated drawing hands so much. Like they would always look like little octopus things, or like... Gosh, sometimes you just want to draw a character, and you don't want to have to worry about the hands, but then you can't not draw the hands because then it won't be a person. So this is what I came up with, and I'll go through it on paper, but this is basically it. So we're going to start with the open hand thing. So it's going to be like a character's hand at rest. So there are two... Go. So there... Okay, so there are two main ones that I do. This is the first one, is the open hand. Okay, so we're gonna start with the arm, and I'm gonna do it in different stages, okay? So I'm gonna draw a bunch of arms. Maybe the bicep comes up here, the elbow. Oh, whoops, you can't even see it. Nice job, Andrew. I start by doing a triangle, okay? And this triangle is going to come out to one, it's going to go toward the body. So this arm is this arm right here. And so you see that the hand, so the thumb is going to go toward the body. So we're going to start by drawing this triangle right here. You're just going to have to like play around with it to figure out the right size. But basically start with this triangle and then do another little triangle coming off. That's going to be the thumb. Another little triangle coming down here. That's going to be the main finger. And then watch this. Another triangle there. And then one more coming out to the side. Draw the same thing. Triangle, 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 triangle. So many triangles. I erased the whole thing a little bit so that it's lighter. This would be the equivalent of lowering the opacity on like a digital art program. But in this case, we're just going to use the eraser. Sometimes I like doing that better than digital. Okay, so now I'm going to go over everything, just the outlines, okay? So, got the hand here, and you can add little, like, what are those things called? I don't know, these like bumps. So little segments, okay? So like add like a little segment there, and then add like a little segment to the tip of the thumb. And now check this out. We're going to do the same thing with this finger. And then another one. This finger actually kind of derped it up. Let's fix it because it was fatter. It was really fat right here and then really skinny right here. So we're going to even it out. So basically that's how you do a hand. Now check this out. Okay, so I didn't even need that third step. I don't need you. Where's my Sharpie? Sharpie, where are you? Come here. Okay. I don't care what pen you use. You can use a Sharpie for all I care. Alright, so now we're going to ink this. Get out of here. I think I just drew on my desk a little bit. Alright, so there's the arm. And now check this out. When we only go over the lines that we want to keep, notice I stopped talking. I'm like concentrating because this is a little bit of a fat pen, so I want to make sure that I do it right. Let me get a red colored pencil. That's not what get out of my hand. I'll use pink. Okay, so the main thing that you want to do though is make sure that where the thumb goes, it goes out towards the hand, and then the back of the hand is the extension of the side of the arm. So it comes down like that. And then you're just going to make a triangle, 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 triangle. And then there you have your beautiful hand. Okay, let's do the other one. Let's see. Let me switch the camera. So this is the hand that I do a lot when I have a character that I'm doing fists for. It's like a really easy way to have their character's hands at their side without having to do like some weird dynamic pose or whatever. So now I'm basically going to show you how to cheat when you draw hands, fists, whatever. Okay, I just burped. Here we go. That's kind of a thick forearm. I had no trouble drawing those ones up there, but these ones I'm having trouble with. There we go, that's good. Whatever. Okay, so those are the arms. Same position as those. Instead of drawing a triangle, I draw a sort of a square. And we're gonna do that for all of these. So again, this, you know how this part came out on the triangle? That's the same part that comes out, but now you're gonna draw a little bump right here and just a little tiny like triangle thing on the side. Okay, so I'm gonna do that here again, but this time I'm just kind of gonna add like a little bit of an angle there so it's not like straight blocky, and maybe add like some like a little curve. So like how that one was curved a little bit, we'll make this one like a little curve. And it's going to be like that. So now, when we erase it like we did the other one, and then redraw it, it's going to look like that. I wouldn't say that this is nice. It's just something that you can put in there when you want to draw like a character like just like holding their fist at their side. Okay, so, and I found that having like this little bump of the finger makes just the hand like this is okay. But having like a little bit of a thing right there is, I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more dynamic. So it's like kind of like how to do like a dynamic hand without actually doing a dynamic hand. So stick out that rectangle, a little bump, and then that. But honestly, how I do it is like this. So if you have the arm right here, what I do usually is I just go, oops, that's a small hand. Let me try it again. I just go like this, and then it's done. And then you can add like, say like, you know, the person has like rolled up sleeves or something. And then all of a sudden that's their shirt. I don't know. We're making stuff up here. Let's see, do I have one more? Yes. Here's one more that I can do for drawing hands holding like swords or something. Okay, so she's gonna be holding like a sword. Let's just say it needs to be like at that angle. So I draw one line for the sword. Then what I do is I just add a thumb coming around it, and then I add like some blobbies for the fingers. Boom, all of a sudden she's holding a freaking sword. Now, you can do that same thing that you did with the bump down here, and you can add a bump to her main finger. Now, all of a sudden, it's a lot more dynamic than just a straight square, okay? And then you can go in and do, like, the fingers and stuff, but, like, this is just for people who, like, don't want to draw hands. If you want to just show off, like, the cool sword, like, look at this cool thing. It's got, like, spikes on it. Look, it's got, like, flames, right? This is such a cool sword. I want to show off the sword. And, oh, this potato has a helmet. Here we go. Look at this masterful helmet. It's got some radiation coming off of it and a very nice line. This is what we want to show. We want to show the helmet. We don't want to show the hand. Frick you, hand. Darn you to heck. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to draw like a legit character, but I'm going to use those two things that I did. One of them is going to be the closed... Gosh, my hair is so... beautiful. One of them is going to have this hand, and then the other hand is going to have this. But focus is going to be on the character, not the hand. So that's what I want you to pay attention to. Okay, here we go. We're just going to do regular printer paper again. Here we go. You ever get to this part in a drawing where you're like, ugh, everything's good except for the hands? So here's the triangles, right? And then you just go through and clean them up. You know what, let's give her a sword. So we'll start with that line. We'll erase whatever goes here. Guard right here. I actually thought that like I developed this thing, but it turns out a lot of other artists use this. Let's look at some other people's art that use this method. Let's do this guy. Credit to the artist. Sketchy D's. These nuts. Oh, look at that hand. It's basically the same thing. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Are you curious who's nearby? Sign up. That's exactly what I need right now. Why am I looking up these pictures of art? And then all of a sudden a match thing comes up. I need to go sign up, guys. Alright, tutorial's over, bye. I'm coming, baby! My one and only. Look at her. She's beautiful. Okay, singles. Match. I've already seen it. I've seen them all. This is what I wanted to show you. Look at that. Michael Donze. And look at that hand. Look, you can just see the square and then the little bump. Dude, I can't believe that this person used the exact same thing. Another one. Another one. Looks very familiar, doesn't it? Who's this by? Sketchy D's. Ooh, Sketchy D's. Okay, no more. You guys get the idea. It's not the perfect solution for hands, but it gets the job done, and it's what I use on, honestly, like 90% of my drawings. Because sometimes it's necessary, you know? So, that's it. Tutorial's over. If you'll excuse me, I will go set up my date on Match.com, obviously.